Rock on, gold dust woman. Take yourself a spoon and dig your grave. Lousy lovers pick their pride, but they'll never cry out loud. Ooh.
Wow. Well, I am so excited to have Minneapolis's own rocker, Kat Perkins, here on World Exposure with Cher Dial. How are you today?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And first of all, you're calling from Minneapolis also?
I am. I'm in Edina, Minnesota right now as I came back to my nanny job for a little bit this summer.
Well, that's fun. What do they think of all your success? Because as the audience knows, you were on this season's The Voice, and everybody here in Minneapolis was rooting for you like you wouldn't believe.
That energy was amazing to feel all the way out in LA. I could feel the entire Midwest pulling for me, and so much energy coming from Minneapolis especially. And that was just such an unreal feeling. I mean, and then coming home to the kids that I nanny and all of my friends has just been amazing. The kids were just beside themselves all the way through the process. They come out once for the last episode that I competed on. They came out and I sang "Let It Go" for them, dedicated it to them, and they just had a blast. So it's been quite the experience for my entire family, including the kids I nanny.
A lot of The Voice has actually had many artists from Minneapolis here. And now, do you keep in contact with any of them, even though you weren't in the same season?
Yes, they love Minneapolites, by the way.
I mean, know, right?
They verbally say that to like me, and they were like, they remember all of us. And yeah, I've been good friends with Jordis ever since she did the Rockstar show, which was before The Voice. And we did a bunch of shows together when she came home from that. And Nicholas David went to high school with my boyfriend in Eagan, Minnesota. So I got to hang out with him. He ran a lot of the same circle out here with our acoustic shows, and I got to perform with him at the Twins game a year ago. And I think we're just lucky too that Minnesota's been represented very well on that show, and it's an awesome feeling to now be one of them.
What do you think the best part of doing that show was, and what do you think the downfall is, if there's any?
I think the best part of that show is being surrounded by so many talented people every single day, and being inspired by all these different singers, and especially towards the end, you get people, let's say the top 12, that everybody's in their element. Everybody's really good at what they do and the genres that they're strong in. And to be around that every day was just mind-blowing and so inspiring, so motivating, and makes me really want to surround myself with those people at all times, just to stay motivated and stay strong in what I do. But the most negative thing that I experience, and I still experience, is the backlash on the internet. The negative comments on Twitter, the things that come at me, the people that don't like me, the haters.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I actually spoke at a school the other day in Edina, and I did an inspirational assembly for a 7th grade choir. And I spoke a lot about that and cyberbullying and how that feels to be on this side of it, and trying to encourage kids to, if they don't have something nice to say, to don't say anything at all. Because there is a real person on the other end of that, and if it catches me on the wrong day, it really affects me. So that's the worst part, and it's interesting dealing with it, and I'm glad I get to speak out against it.
Stay put, more to come. World Exposure with Cher Dial. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm John Maravillas, and if you're looking to get fit and improve your health, it's as easy as 3 simple steps: 60% nutrition, 40% working out, and 100% commitment. That's Fit for Life. What makes Fit for Life different? We specialize in getting your metabolism higher, even when you're not working out. Through our scientific and time-tested techniques, we've integrated a 30-minute workout that gives you the benefit of multiple hour sessions. Unlike other fitness studios, we combine strength training to tone, cardio to burn off fat from your stomach and hips, and nutrition planning and consulting to accelerate your results and make them permanent.
Hi, I'm Allison. I took the Fit for Life Challenge, and lost 65 pounds.
And I'm Christy. I did too, and I lost 100 pounds.
I back my promise of unparalleled fitness with an unconditional 90-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with your results, you don't pay a dime. Call me today and get fit for life.
We're back. And now more world exposure with Share Dial.
I saw you when you were singing in the airport, and that was amazing.
I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now.
That was a really cool thing.
Amazing.
That was the video that got me the audition for The Voice.
Did it?
The producer saw that on YouTube and contacted me to audition for The Voice. So that video changed my life.
Why are you so shy like you hide from the light? I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I didn't see my face, and that you be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
At what point when you were growing up did you know that you wanted to be a performer?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember not singing, so I just grew up that way. And I guess when you asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up, normally my answer was I wanted to be a Vikings cheerleader. But then that quickly changed to being I want to be a singer, and I started performing in variety shows when I was about 5 years old. So it came at a very young age, the passion and the want and the need to do it.
Are you still in the writing process, and are you in the process now of working on another project?
Yes, I'm in process right now of working on the first solo record project for me. And it's coming together very nicely. We're going to probably just start one by one with the first single and keep subsequently releasing singles, kind of like we did on The Voice, which worked really well for me. So one song at a time. And I think you're really going to like this first one. And the writing process has been a little bit more difficult this time because of how busy I was and still am with The Voice and NBC and follow-ups and now putting together shows. So I've had a lot of help in that realm this time with co-writers and just people that were interested in writing for me. But I think you're really going to like it, and I think my fans will really enjoy the new stuff, and I can't wait to get it out there as soon as I can.
And aren't you doing a segment now with 107? Maybe you could talk about that. That's exciting.
I'm doing a weekly segment with them now because they pulled so hard for me, and I've been a huge fan of them for really since I've lived out here in Minnesota, and so I'm gonna contribute weekly to the Colleen and Bradley show, and then I'm gonna do what I can to fill in. So this week I'm gonna fill in for the morning show a couple days, but I'm just gonna be that girl that pops in.
You said your nanny. Are you just doing that for the summer? Because aren't you going on tour soon?
Correct. I'm not doing the Voice tour, but I'm going to be doing my own tour coming up. I'll be available in mid-August to start doing that.
Where can fans find more information on all your your concerts coming up and your projects you're working on and your motorcycle license.
Yeah. So keep following on Twitter. It's Cat Perkins Music, and my Facebook is Cat Perkins Music, and my website is Cat Perkins Music. So everything is that, and you can see me get my motorcycle license and much more if you follow me in that little personal journey.
Yeah. Are you going to Sturgis this year?
I am. I'm
Yeah.
going to go and at least enjoy it. This will be the first year I haven't performed unless I figure out a way to do that. But I think this year I'm going to ride,
Yeah.
not probably to there, but when I get there, I don't think I'll be experienced enough to go that far to ride to there, but it'll be fun.
We wish you just nothing but continued success.
Thank
And
you.
please keep everybody posted on all the great things that are happening to you. I know you're still so, young enough to have so many wonderful things. And I mean, the sky's the limit, and how lucky for you.
Thank you. I'm definitely going to live every day like that for sure. And
Yes.
like I said, now that I've done The Voice, I feel like I can do anything. So I'm gonna put the sky to the limit and do it and do what I've always been dreaming of as a little girl. So,
Kat, have a great day, and once again, thank you for joining us today on World Exposure.
thank you so much for having me.
Great.
Stay put, more to come. World Exposure with Shared Dial. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm John Maravillas, and if you're looking to get fit and improve your health, it's as easy as 3 simple steps. 60% nutrition, 40% working out, and 100% commitment. That's Fit for Life. What makes Fit for Life different? We specialize in getting your metabolism higher, even when you're not working out. Through our scientific and time-tested techniques, we've integrated a 30-minute workout that gives you the benefit of multiple hour sessions. Unlike other fitness studios, we combine strength training to tone, cardio to burn off fat from your stomach and hips, and nutrition planning and consulting to accelerate your results and make them permanent.
Hi, I'm Allison. I took the Fit for Life Challenge and lost 65 pounds.
And I'm Christy. I did too, and I lost 100 pounds.
I back my promise of unparalleled fitness with an unconditional 90-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with your results, you don't pay a dime. Call me today and get fit for life.
Ule wachakari na mimi dereva nikiliendesha gari bila kujali kuruka mata juniko masaa ikaleta
I
balaa.
would like to welcome the Acapella rock reggae group all the way from Nairobi, Kenya, to World Exposure with Shared Dial.
We're here.
I know. We are so happy to see you. And maybe before we get started, you could all introduce yourselves.
Okay. My name is Linus Onyango from the western part of Kenya, but born in Nairobi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And everybody, and the other names
I'm Godfrey
are?
Aziamba. Godfrey Aziamba.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And names.
Hi, I'm Fred Ntale.
All right. And for you over there?
I'm Steve Odur.
Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, it's nice to meet you all. And like I said, I'm a very, very big fan of yours. And so maybe you could tell us a little background on how you got started. Now, I was reading was there a little bit of unrest going on, and were you in camps? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. What happened is that we were volunteers of the Kenya Red Cross. So during the post-election violence, we were posted in different IDP camps. So while there, we when it was actually in the morning or in the evening, we will actually distribute foods to those people, the internally displaced persons. So when it reached evening, those people were, they were not well. They were not in a good state. They were depressed. They were stressed. So we decided to do something. We had a gift, which was music. So we decided to do songs from different tribes, then dance with them. So when we sang, they would dance with us, then they would feel at least good, then they will forget about their woes.
Sure.
So Yeah, so that is when we decided that okay, we need to do this. We need to, you know, move and just take it up seriously. So that is when we formed the group, the Red Acapella, Red from Kenya Red Cross Acapella, the style we used to do when in the camps, with the people singing songs from different tribes: Kikuyu, Luo, Maasai, Kalenjin, etc. Yeah.
Now you worked for the Red Cross, and then, so that's how you got your name,
Yes.
Red Acapella.
Yes, yes, that is it. Red from Red Cross, a cappella now, the style we were singing, because then we were doing a cappella without any band, without any instruments in the camps. So when they tried to move us out of the camps, the internally displaced people, the victims of the post-election violence, would protest. That's
Right.
no. These people need to be here. These people actually help us a lot. We bonded with them. They sing for us and help us to move that stress. So when they try to move us out of the camps, then they refuse. They say, no, we need this group. So that is when we just decided to do music to heal souls. So our music is actually a therapy.
Yeah, you're right. It heals souls. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. That's very good.
Yes.
And another thing is
Thank
you
you.
don't, your voices blend so well together as an a cappella group. That's wonderful that, you don't need any instruments to have to, sing to people and change their lives. That's
Yeah, that's
beautiful,
true.
beautiful. Now, were you all into music growing up? Because it seems to me like a lot of children over there are always singing and happy and full of music and
In African culture, we sing when a baby is born. We sing when we are walking. We sing when we are working. We sing when we are eating. We sing when we are praying. We sing
right.
every time. So it's like part of us. So singing has been with us. It's only that we were more gifted because everyone can sing, but not everyone can sing well.
What did you have hopes of growing up to be? I mean, what was your vision of what you could do to provide?
Okay, we had different careers. You see, when you're a kid, most people say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a journalist. Uh, Rarely people say, I want to be a musician when you're a kid. So growing up, probably getting to high school, then you just feel the calling. It's like so strong that you feel that music is my thing.
Stay put, more to come. World Exposure with Shared Dial. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm John Maravillas, and if you're looking to get fit and improve your health, it's as easy as 3 simple steps. 60% nutrition, 40% working out, and 100% commitment. That's Fit for Life. What makes Fit for Life different? We specialize in getting your metabolism higher, even when you're not working out. Through our scientific and time-tested techniques, we've integrated a 30-minute workout that gives you the benefit of multiple hour sessions. Unlike other fitness studios, we combine strength training to tone, cardio to burn off fat from your stomach and hips, and nutrition planning and consulting to accelerate your results and make them permanent.
Hi, I'm Allison. I took the Fit for Life Challenge and lost 65 pounds.
And I'm Christy. I did too, and I lost 100 pounds.
I back my promise of unparalleled fitness with an unconditional 90-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with your results, you don't pay a dime. Call me today and get fit for life.
Kutoka na kutamani mpenzi, kila raha unayojaza kwa akili yangu. Wazazi wangu kanililia ya kwamba nitafute mwingine ila ye wewe, lakini nikwambie ya kwamba siwezi kukutoka tukimba.
You sang a cappella, but now you have added instruments.
Yeah.
Now, do you
Bands.
always use instruments, or do you do a cappella still also?
We do both. It depends. You might go to probably an event that doesn't need so much instrument. You can just do acoustic with the voices or just the
Oh, yeah.
voices.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Or when you go, yes. Or when you go to this, then you just do the band thing. So it depends. The audience dictates how we do it.
I was reading also where it's very hard to get airplay on the radio there, and that why is that?
Actually, they love playing music from the West. you
Do
know,
they?
people like Tupac, etc. Yes, they do play a lot from the West. So probably they don't really. They play African music, but if you are not really known, then people will say no, we don't know you. So bring the CD, they just put it, in a different place. So unless you know the producer, unless you know the DJ, then your song can play. So sometimes it's about knowing people.
And may I just ask you a question now? For the audience, Nairobi is in East Africa.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. And then say South Africa. Now, are the two type of musics different, or are they similar?
I would say that music is a culture. When you create music, you create something that you've grown with. So South Africans have their style of music, which comes from their background, which is actually dictated by their culture. Kenya has different tribes that live different lives that are based in different, based in different areas or geographical conditions. So that actually dictates how we do our thing. So that is how our culture comes in. So Africans, we have something in common, probably dancing, probably singing, but now when it comes to music, then the South Africans have their own touch, the East Africans have their own touch, and the West Africans have their own touch.
Now, I know you've gained some popularity with your videos and TV and radio, and so what has been your proudest moment so far as a band?
I would say that people appreciating our music. You see, when you do something and you do it to someone and he or she appreciates, that is actually so fulfilling to us. Because if you do something and you just stay with it at home, no one hears, only you, then it will not be really fulfilling, especially if it's actually talking about things that affect the society. But if people appreciate it and can identify with it, then that's so cool. That's so fulfilling. That is, I think, a success moment for us. Probably he has a different opinion, but that for me is a fulfilling and a successful, part of our music.
Oh, look at this! Is our little friend flew in again for you guys. He knew I was talking to you again. And this is our mascot, W. Ed Poser, and little Minnie P. And he flies in from all over the world with questions for the band. And it's usually a question about your country to get fans to know more about your country. And he flew in today actually from Minneapolis, where I recently interviewed a reggae band called Dread I Dread, which is really good. Now, they want to know a little bit about... They said, the fans said that they know that Kenya is known for long distance running athletes in Olympics and other sports. So are there people running all over, or does everybody run there? Is that something that people just do? Because it's always like, even the New York Marathon, it's always somebody from Kenya that wins.
Let my brother here.
I think Kenyans do run. I also run a lot, especially in the morning. So it's not that everybody runs in Kenya. We do music. We don't run as fast as those guys, but that's our identity. There's a tribe called the Kalenjins. That's their talent.
Exactly. So I wanted to talk a little bit about your songs and your writing. Now, when you started singing the acapella, obviously you were probably singing other people's songs. Then did you naturally start to write together? Was that something that came easy for you, writing?
Yeah, it came easy for us. Steve would come up probably with a chorus or me free. Yes. Then we would do verses, like easy verses. So what will happen is that when someone comes probably with a chorus, then others will just come in with verses. It's just natural. It's like we were meant to be. You see?
Yeah.
It's easy.
Definitely.
Then we just flow with it.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the song Nenatika. I know I'm probably not saying it right. Nanataka. Nanataka.
Yeah, ningetaka. Yeah, ningetaka in Swahili means I would wish or I want.
Oh.
So it talks about my heart desires you. It's a love song. So it's song to tell a lady that I would just love to, be with you, talk to you. My heart, just my heart will gladden. If I talk to you, if I see you, if I hold you, then I would really relax. So it's just a love song in Swahili.
Can you guys sing a little bit of something for us?
Please don't. You should dance a bit. I saw you walking around in my hometown. I want to know ya. You play with the mind. I wanna know why. You're gonna best and think when you best and mean girl. Nazemi nataka. So invest in me, cause I know my thing. I wanna hold you down. Ooh, yeah. Anipigia simu, ananiambia mtia, huku miss nayo, huku miss nayo. Oh, mimi yule kijana mbaya tena sana, nitapita nayo, sitacheka nayo. Oh, baby, songea cheza nayo karungu ya nyayo, kwa manayo, kwa manayo. Songea cheza nayo karungu ya nyayo, kwa manayo, usicheke nayo. Oh, oh, oh. Jedion, we're live with you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nambia, my dear.
Yes.
Oh
Adogo,
my God, that is
Chiquito.
beautiful.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
You guys are stars. I'm serious. I cannot. It's just amazing. It is
It just comes
amazing.
from the heart. Yeah, it's a gift given by God. So
It
we
is
need
a
to share
gift
it.
from God. Really,
It's
this is
also a
what it's
blessing.
all about. I really, really appreciate this.
Thank you.
What a
Thank you,
treat.
thank
What a treat. Well, thank you guys again. Beautiful music, beautiful people, and I just wish nothing but continued success for you.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you, thank
Amen.
you. Shout the Red Acapella, shout the Red Acapella to the Americans. Then we will
Exactly.
shout Acapella to the Kenyans.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. We really
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
guys, and we'll keep in touch for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, God
We
bless.
appreciate you. God bless.
you.
Okay,
God bless.
thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Karibu
Okay,
sana.
bye.